Hello horror movie lovers, I'm Trenton and I love movies just like you. In today's video we're going to be ranking the Purge franchise. Now I'm not the hugest fan of the Purge franchise, but there is a couple movies that I do enjoy. I'm ranking the Purge franchise in preparation for the new Purge movie coming out July 9th, 2021, The Forever Purge. If you want to see my reaction to the trailer for The Forever Purge, it'll be in the eye in the top right corner and in the description as well. Almost 92% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel, so if you do enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and turning on that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Feel free to let me know your ranking of the Purge franchise in the comment section. Also, comment down below if you want me to do standalone reviews for these movies, going a little more in depth about what I like and didn't like. Also, these rankings will be mainly based upon my entertainment while watching the movies, because the majority of the movies in this franchise pretty much have the same execution but with different stories. So, to be honest, there's not a lot to go off of. But without further ado, let's rank the Purge franchise.
Oh no. No, silly fucking cunt.
Ranking number 4 would have to be the Purge election year, when former police sergeant Barnes becomes head of security for Senator Charlie Roan, a presidential candidate targeted for death on Purge night due to her vow to eliminate the Purge. This one's ranked number 4 because this is whenever the franchise started to get repetitive. Basically a group of people out during the Purge and they're terrorized by Purgers. That's basically how the story goes for almost all of the movies. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but I just don't find this story intriguing. Like, following the senator and basically the Purges are trying to attack her because she doesn't want the Purge to exist anymore. I don't know. It's just not as intriguing to me, and I just don't really enjoy this movie that much. Now, there are some scenes that I do enjoy, like the scenes with the Candy Girls, but overall, I just don't really like the story that much. Also, this movie is just really forgettable to me. Like, if somebody asked me how the movie plays out, I could not tell them how the movie plays out in order. Like, I literally just recently rewatched this movie again, and I don't remember it that vividly. Out of all of the Purge movies, this one's definitely the least memorable. Other than the Candy Girl scenes, I really enjoyed those, and those are really memorable to me. But other than that, this movie is very forgettable. Ranking number 3, we have the first Purge made in 2018. America's third political party, the New Founding Fathers of America, comes to power and conducts an experiment. No laws for 12 hours on Staten Island. No one has to stay on the island, but $5,000 is given to anyone who does. Now, I kind of enjoy this movie. It's different, but at the same time, it still is repetitive because, I mean, it is the 4th movie in the franchise, but I definitely enjoyed it more than Election Year. I also like the fact that we were following a whole nother demographic. We were following Black people in this one, so it was definitely a different experience, and it was just definitely different. And that's why this movie is above Election Year, because it's the same execution, but it's different than the Purge Anarchy and the Purge Election Year, because those two were following mainly white people, and this one follows Black people. So yeah, I don't enjoy it more than the Purge Anarchy, but I did like that they were trying something different. But I did not like the main male character. I just didn't really like his character. And I'm kind of in the middle because it is a prequel, and I'm not the biggest fan of prequels, but I did like that they took that approach with the franchise to basically explain how it all started. I don't like that it was the 4th movie. I kind of wish it was the 3rd movie instead. But yeah, since it's the 4th movie, I just really wasn't super excited. I mean, it was just, the same execution, but just a different story. So I would have preferred it to be the third movie, and then Election Year be the fourth movie, but no, they made the prequel later in the franchise, which I just don't agree with. Ranking number two, we have The Purge Anarchy. Three groups of people intertwine and are left stranded in the streets on Purge Night, trying to survive the chaos and violence that occurs. I put this movie number two because this movie was refreshing at the time. We had the first movie that took place in a house, and this was the first movie that took place outside of a home. It took place on the streets of the Purge the first time. And at the time, it was just new. It was still roughly new. The whole Purge concept was still new. And I don't know. This movie was just so fun. I really enjoy this movie. I enjoy it more than the first Purge and the Purge election year. And yeah, there's not really a lot to say. I just really enjoyed this movie. Ranking number one, we have The Purge. A wealthy family is held hostage for harboring the target of a murderous syndicate during the Purge, a 12-hour period in which any and all crime is legal. Yes, The Purge May 13 is my favorite. Now, this kind of is an unpopular opinion, but I just really love this movie. A lot of people don't like it because they feel like it's like restricted and you can't really see what's going on outside of the person's like house, the family's house. And I don't know, I feel like it's just way more effective that it takes place in a house because a house is supposed to be your safe haven, your safe place. And for these purgers to break into their house and terrorize them basically is just scary. Also, I just find this movie just very fun in general. I've seen this probably the most out of the entire franchise. I've seen this movie like probably seven times. I really enjoy this movie. It never gets old. It's just so fun. And the main reason why this Purge movie is my favorite, it is a genuine horror movie, not action. I mean, there is action, but when it came to the movies later in the franchise, they were just too focused on action. It was never scary, never horrifying. It was disturbing. All the movies are pretty disturbing, but when it came to horror itself, the Purge made in 2013. I'm trying not to say the first Purge because then people are going to start getting confused. But the Purge made in 2013 just definitely delivered when it came to horror. Like obviously there was jump scares. There's jump scares in all the movies, but I don't know. This movie was probably the most effective in my opinion. I really loved this movie. And I tend to count this movie out of the picture because it's just different from the later movies in the franchise because it is restricted to one setting and the other ones in the franchise are really taking place outside of their homes in the city and all these different environments, which is fun as well sometimes. But I don't know. The fact that they're in a house is just way more effective. And this movie just gives me cult vibes. Like the fact that they're all wearing the same type of mask is just like, I don't know. This movie is just so. I find this movie just very different from all the other movies. Like, obviously, it deals with like the same purge, like the 12 hours where crime is legal. But I don't know. This movie is just so different from the other ones in the franchise, and I love it. Alright, that's my ranking of the Purge franchise. The Purge election year is number 4. The first Purge is number 3. The Purge Anarchy is number 2. And the Purge made in 2013 is number 1. Again, feel free to let me know your ranking of the Purge franchise in the comment section. I would really like to know. And again, if you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and turning on that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Alright, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.